Here's a short clip of my impression of Aldous Huxley addressing a group of students in 1962, and these are the exact words that he was saying. In the past, we can say that all revolutions have essentially aimed at changing the environment in order to change the individual. In the political revolution, the economic revolution, in the time of the Reformation, the religious revolution, all these aimed, as I say, not directly at the human being, but at his surroundings, so that by modifying the surroundings, we could achieve, at one remove, an effect upon the human being. Today, we are faced, I think, with the approach of what we might call the ultimate revolution, the final revolution, where man can act directly on the mind-body of his fellows. But needless to say, some type of direct action on the human mind-body has been going on since the beginning of time. But this has generally been of a violent nature. The techniques of terrorism have been known from time immemorial, and people have employed them with more or less ingenuity, and sometimes with the utmost cruelty, and sometimes with a good deal of skill acquired by processing, trial and error, finding out what the best way is of using torture, imprisonment, and restraints of various kinds. If you were going to control any population for any length of time, you must have some measure of consent. It's difficult to conceive how pure terrorism can function indefinitely. It can function for a fairly long time. But I think sooner or later, you have to bring in an element of getting people to consent to what has happened to them. Well, it seems to me that the nature of the ultimate revolution, which we now face, is precisely this, that we are in process of developing a whole series of techniques which will enable controlling oligarchy, which always existed and probably always will exist, to get people actually to love their servitude. It seems to me the ultimate in malevolent revolution, you could say. And this is a problem which has interested Aldous Huxley for many years, about which he wrote a book, a fable called Brave New World, which is essentially an account of a society making use of all the devices at that time available, and some of the devices which are imagined to be possible, making use of them in order to, first of all, standardize the population, to iron out inconvenient differences